specifically look as curriculum designers, how is knowledge structured? What is the structure of knowledge? What is the cognitive process of learning when we actually make those conceptual engagements? We're specifically going to look at how the NGSS standards are different from traditional textbook-based, teacher-driven curriculum. So what exactly is two-dimensional and three-dimensional? A two-dimensional teacher focuses on the topics, the facts, and the skills. A three-dimensional teacher uses the facts and the skills to talk about bigger concepts. So for example, she might teach plants and animal life, but under the bigger umbrella concept of ecosystems. So the whole notion here is to bring that synergy between factual and conceptual level. Okay? Why? Because it makes connections to prior knowledge, the very important point that came about. We wanted students to make patterns and connections between and across disciplines. Two types of concepts, macro and micro, again. So the larger concepts transfer across disciplines, whereas the micro concepts, so what did you talk about? There was a specific example in chemistry, that ionization. It's still a concept, but within the sciences.
One of the activities I did is just give them a paper clip. And then I told them, you're going to do whatever you want with this paper clip and give me at the end of the period. And then you cannot imagine the variety of things I receive from the students.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it's theory. So you can just do anything at the end to help, let's say, get the creativity out of your students. And that's it.
Which one is an independent activity versus which one is guided practice, whereas which one is actually they design on their own. So that differentiation within the resources, I think, is really powerful. How critical reading, writing, and listening skills are essential in order to powerfully unpack and engage in the NGSS. Okay, so we're going to now change our hats. We're going to look through some linguistic perspective. Okay, so I'm going to hand out a bit of a reading. Open-ended question where there was no right or a wrong answer. I was saying, give me evidence, but there is no right or a wrong answer. Okay, we're moving towards here the 4 instructional strands that Dr. Lanning talks about in terms of aligning to the Common Core standard. So here's a little bit of background. Dr. Lynn Erickson is subject specialist. She's a mathematician, so she talks about the structure of knowledge. But the idea that I'm trying to bring together here is that not all disciplines have a body of knowledge like science or math. Languages, for example, it's a process. There are certain processes, strategies, and skills that you go through in order for language acquisition. So here is a quick comparison of the structure of knowledge and structure of process. The idea is in content-based subjects, your concepts come from the factual part, but in language arts, it's not just language. Oftentimes physical education, music, dance, performing arts, any of those as well. So the concepts come from both the processes, the strategies, the skills, and the content of the subject discipline. On science and engineering design and technology and states of matter and solid, liquid, and gas, we actually take away the beauty of science, which is all about art and exploration and failing and sharing and getting up again and trying. Engineering design, and you have to get this right before you move to the next step. We're kind of killing that creativity there. Your challenge is to build the tallest tower, but remember, with the most aesthetic design. Okay, some teams have already started, so I'm going to set the timer. The purpose for today was to bring together the whole instructional design element within NGSS. We looked at curriculum design principles. We looked at the 3 dimensions of the NGSS with the curriculum design perspective. We looked at the cross-cutting concept, the disciplinary core ideas, and the engineering design practices. Thank you so very much.
We are now in the process of publishing the middle school and high school science.
I was the first one to register for this event.
Thank you, Clara. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure seeing you all.